So finally got one of the packages that came in. Finally, oh my God. This one was late, sucks, but it was late. This one was from Speed Addicts. Unfortunately, there's only so many stores or licensed dealers for a certain type of helmet. So I had to go, I didn't have to go with them, but I did want to go with them. So finally came in. Let's crack it open, see what we got. This is the wildest unboxing knife that I ever had. It's not even a knife. What is going on? It's crazy. Got my Gerber, my Army Gerber. It's been with me for some trusty years. So let's crack this bad boy open, man. Let's crack this bad boy open. Oh, it looks good. It looks good. From Speed Addicts, I got plenty of stuff from them. Yes, sir. You know what that means. The KYT is in. It is in. It is in. Let's see if we can turn this around here. So we got the KYT in. Let's see. So let's take a look. Yeah, packaged pretty nicely too, I'd have to say. Yeah, let's take a look. Nice and wrapped. I like the shape already, honestly. And throw that aside for a second. But yeah, I really like the shape. It's definitely good. It's definitely nice. World class. Yeah, something about KYT, man. They just really, like, I don't know, it kind of stood out to me. It's not the most expensive helmet, but to get into like actual gear as far as like helmets go, I kind of wanted to go with something that I liked, and then it wasn't like super expensive. So we got the R2R. We got the R2R, the KYT R2R. I absolutely love the design. I kept going back and forth on the design. If I wanted something just kind of like black, like I got, over here, hung up. The left one is my son's helmet, and that's the one that y'all used to seeing, HJC. And so, like I said, I was really kind of, there we go. I was really kind of, I didn't know what I really wanted, I'm kind of iffy with designs because I feel like I would like it for a little bit and then I wouldn't like it anymore based on what I'm wearing and stuff like that. I'm just weird like that. But so I wanted something, a neutral again, which is kind of boring, black, but it is what it is. And I actually like it a lot. This thing, let me see if I can actually, so man, that looks clean. That looks really slick. I like it a lot. I mean, I definitely like it a lot. Yeah, that spoiler on the back looks pretty dope. It's dot certified, and I got this one in an XL, so I'm not gonna like celebrate too early yet. I wear a double XL in this HJC, and I just thought, I don't know, for me, I thought, the double XL is something that I needed. But as I started like measuring my head and seeing other helmets, I was just like, let me try just a regular XL. And I need to get like a proper gator neck so I can stop wearing my beanies. Cause I always felt like if I don't wear my beanie on the HJC, like my head, it kind of like sloshes around a little bit in there. And I just feel like that's kind of not the safest. So I always put a beanie on to kind of get rid of that. So let's that's really cool actually. Okay, got a vent. I don't even know how to open the damn helmet. It's crazy. Oh, okay, so you just push up. That's really cool that it has an internal smoke visor in there to protect you from the sun, which I was very excited about because I didn't know that. When I was looking for visors for this helmet, when I was looking for visors on this helmet, I could not find any other visors. All the visors for this particular helmet is on back order. So it was like, oh, here it is right here. I think this is it right there. I think that's for the visor. Yep, so you just like literally, I like that. That's pretty cool. Let's try to actually put it on. I'm hoping this fits because I do not want to send this shit back. I really don't. Oh wow, that went on really easy. Holy crap, that's crazy. I wonder if I can get away with a large. That's nice. Oh, I am digging it. I am digging it. So That's cool. So is it over here? That's cool. It doesn't look weird with the internal visor either. That's actually pretty cool. That's dope. That's really, really dope. I'm digging that for sure. Oh my gosh, it's so light. That's crazy. Like, you don't even understand how light this is compared to the HJC. This is crazy. This is going to bug me, trying to figure out how to get this mug open. Yeah, that's gonna bug me. I gotta get used to that. It's so easy on the HJC to open it up. That internal visor thing is clutch. That is clutch. Oh my goodness. It feels so light. It feels like I don't have anything on. It feels like I don't have anything on at all. That's crazy. It looks so good though. They did not have the gloss black. I was gonna go with the gloss black, but it's not necessarily needed, so yes, excuse me. The other thing that I was a little worried about, and I'm still kind of worried about it, is I don't want to go with chin mount ever again because I've lost too many cameras on it. Excuse me. I lost too many cameras with it. So I went with the universal motor rads like I use on the HJC. I don't know if it's gonna work because the KYT, excuse me, it has really aggressive like corners on the front end there. And so the chin mount one, I obviously fits the best. I don't know how the motorrad is gonna fit, you know, going over the ridges. So I'm gonna see kind of what it looks like and just kind of see, you know, where I wanna go with it as far as if I'm gonna mount it or not on that, or if I'm just gonna get a chin mount and then use some Sugru to make sure it stays on. Again, I just don't trust chin mounts anymore, man. And that's the only reason why I don't like it. There's not enough, I feel like the chin mounts don't have enough surface area to cover on the helmet to actually kind of keep it planted. Whereas when you have the motorrads, you're lengthening the amount of surface area. So technically it should stay on easier, right? So, I mean, this is dope. I like it a lot. There are a little bit of, a few like little scuffs that I'm kind of seeing. Not necessarily, I wouldn't say scuffs, but you can definitely see maybe it just came from that's the only one that I've seen. Damn, dude, this thing is light. This thing is super light. Like, what the heck? Again, I'm used to wearing 3/4 helmets when I had my Harley, when I had my Riker, I barely wore a helmet. And then when I got ready to get the Gixxer, when I was riding on the Riker, my wife kept telling me, you need to get a full face helmet. Because I think one of the buddies I was riding with, a freaking rock or something, flew up and we were wearing 3/4 and it hit him right in the cheek. And it was embedded in his cheek and he was bleeding everywhere. So she was like, you gotta get a full face helmet. I don't care if it's hot outside or not. So I ended up just looking for a helmet and you know, I just found the HJC because I've usually bought HJCs before in the past. And so I just bought it and I was just like, all right, I'm just gonna get a generic one. I don't wanna spend a lot of money because I don't really plan on wearing it. And yeah, so I've been stuck with it for a while and I didn't realize how freaking heavy. Yeah, and I think with this one, I don't think I'm gonna be running any type of like external battery or anything like that on this. I just think it'll mess up the aesthetics. And you know, the DJI Action 4 and you know, the newer cameras, they can run for a pretty decent time. For the amount of riding that I do, like usually at a time per session, I don't necessarily need a external battery pack. I just like to have it on that one because it really, you don't have to worry at all about it dying at all. And it never overheats on me when it's using the battery, which is crazy. But man, looks like there's some carbon fiber in there. I don't know if that's a real carbon fiber, but it looks good. It looks really, really good. I like the little diffuser here. That looks really dope. And then it has like a little sleeve there, which I actually really like because it looks like there's plenty of room to put my DJI Mic 2 in there. Whereas the HJC, it's really close to my mouth and getting it on and off, it's kind of a hassle. You got to do it like at a certain angle so you don't, you know, rip it out or whatnot. But I think tonight I'm just going to go ahead and start switching everything over from that helmet to this helmet. So only thing that I'm a little worried about is the thing for the internal visor is right there, and that's usually where I would put the cardo. So that's gonna be a little tricky. So I gotta figure out if I'm gonna have to put it on the other side. If I do, it's fine, I don't care. I usually don't touch the cardo at all once I'm on the bike, ever. I just turn it on. That's dope. Is that, how do you change? Well, I guess I don't need to change the visor anytime soon, but when I do, I'm gonna have to look to see how that works. But yeah, this looks crazy, man. Dog hair's already all over it. Damn, Brutus, you gotta push in and up. Oh, okay, so you gotta push in and up. It's just really stiff, so. Yeah, that's clean, that's clean. Let me tell you what's so stupid. Let me tell you what I was about to do. I couldn't figure out what friggin' helmet I was gonna get. And I started going into the abyss. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna get the Alpine Stars, whatever it's called, Supertech, the R10. It looked really good. And Speed Addicts has it in the color that I want, the black, all black. And I was just thinking about it. I was just like, I ought to just get it and just be done with helmets. Like, I'd just be done with it. Then when I started looking into it, and I was like, damn, that's $1,000. Maybe I ought to just get the race KYT. You know, that's like 500 or something like that, 500 or something. I was like, maybe I should just do that. And I just kept going back and forth. And then finally I just say, you know what? Let me get my feet wet. Let me get my first introduction into a style that I like. And let's just see how it goes. And I'm actually really impressed by this. I know like helmet heads are probably like, that's a shitty helmet. But to me, that's a shitty helmet. This is an upgrade. So I think once I get something like an Alpine Star R10 in the future, I think I'll appreciate it more, you know. Yeah. Anyways, I'm waiting on one more piece of gear to come. Actually, I'm waiting on 3 more pieces of gear to come. Motorsports is dropping the ball a little bit. They're dropping the ball a little bit, man. You know, last Friday I was supposed to get the Alpine Stars, the Tech 5. The Tech 5 Air, the Plasma, it was supposed to come last Friday. Then it got delayed to like Monday. Then it got delayed over the weekend. Again, it got updated and delayed again to Tuesday. And it says it's supposed to be here, but the last thing I'm seeing is that it was from the 17th that it was in Kansas. So it still says by the end of the day today, but it's almost the end of the day. It's almost 7 p.m. And I've seen FedEx roll by here a couple of times today and nobody stopped to drop it off. So I'm a little disappointed. I'm definitely gonna complain about that tonight, especially if it doesn't come, because I was really looking forward to having that thing today, charging it up and actually going to be able to go out and use it at tonight's meet. So I don't even think I'm gonna be able to make the meet. Oh, I forgot it has vents up top too. That is dope. Is there 2 settings for the vents? Oh, that's sick. There's like 2 settings for the vent. Wide open, and then you can do it like halfway. That's crazy. Guys, I'm geeking out. Anyways, catch you in the next one. Peace. Yo, testing the audio right here in the helmet. I'm going to test it with it closed as well. It does seem like it's on a little bit of the high side. So what we're going to end up doing is just probably going to turn the decibels down just a little bit. I don't know, I might keep the same. It just depends on how much of my voice it picks up, because it is clipping when I talk loud. So maybe I just don't have to talk that loud when I'm in my helmet while I'm rolling. And I felt like I actually had to do that in that helmet, in this helmet. But anyways, all right, man, that looks like a good test. We'll check it out, man. What's going on, everybody? Back with another video, man. It's got to sound better than half these dudes on YouTube.